So guys, looking back on your life, look back, rewind, right? Look at all the days and ask yourself, how many days out of your life have you been successful? How many days would you consider a success? You know? Think about all the days. Think about the years. I don't know how old you are, but how many years have you been, or would you consider yourself successful? This is a deep question, because in this video, what I'm going to help you guys with is not only clearly defining your success, but I'm going to teach you how to create a game so that you don't have to wait for your success down the line. You can become successful today, massively successful today. That's the goal of this video, right? I know a lot of you guys, you struggle with like wanting to arrive. You're hoping that all the work that you're doing, you know, one day that you're gonna wake up and it's all gonna be worth it. Well, you know, the clock is ticking for all of us. And who knows what day we're gonna wake up and what day we're not. So what if we could really center ourselves? What if we could really get clear about what success means to us and feel successful now and know that we're successful now, not in some delusional way, but truly. All right, so if you're new to the channel, I'm Jeremiah Sullivan. I was a quitter in life. I quit on myself. I gave up. I was a loser, and then I decided to change my life. I ended up signing up for the military. I started off in the bottom 1%. I finished in the top 1%, and I finished my time in service as a Army commander. One of my career highlights was that I became an infantry, a ranger in the 75th Ranger Regiment, Special Operations platoon leader. And I ran 100 miles, and then during my company commander time, and then I decided it was time for me to get out of the military and pass along my knowledge on mindset, leadership, and high performance to help other people improve their lives, okay? So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to pass along the wisdom that I've gained over the years, going from an absolute loser to, you know, I've helped quite a few people as an online coach and as an in-person coach over the years. So let's dive in. Success, man. When I was young, I craved success. I thought success was the cars. I thought maybe it was being the best athlete. I thought that success was money. And, you know, the thing is that chasing a result of success, chasing a certain dollar amount, chasing a certain item, whether it's a car or whether it's a position, like you want to be the top person in your sports team, these are all great things to go after, because you have to learn how to become the person that pulls them off. They're absolutely great. But what I learned was that as you start going down this path of trying to achieve, you start getting accolades and getting the things. Well, the thing that you learn is that you keep moving the target. You know, in ultra racing, I learned, first I had a hard time running 2 miles, and then I bumped it up and I ran 5, and then I did a half marathon, and then, you know, over the years, I ended up doing multiple half marathons, multiple marathons. I ran 100 miles, 140-mile Ironman. And the thing that I learned in ultra racing was that no matter what you did, what race you were doing, an Ironman, a marathon, you know, an obstacle course, as soon as you started getting into that niche, they just went deeper and deeper and deeper. And it was like, there's no such thing as the top. There's just spin-offs and different ways that each of these races gets harder and harder. Like you run a marathon, and then they tell you that there's a thing called an ultra marathon. You do the ultra marathon, they tell you there's a thing called adventure races, which is like a whole week. So in life, what I learned is that, like, success, if you define it by things, you'll never get there. You'll never become successful by achieving things, because as soon as you get close, you move the target and you realize that there's another level. So how shitty of a feeling is that, to go through your whole life chasing success and never feeling successful? That sucks, man. That's horrible. Don't do that. Let's be successful, and you can still chase the things. I would be a hypocrite if I said don't chase the things, because chasing the things really did help me as a young guy coming up. You know, chasing becoming an Army Ranger, chasing becoming an entrepreneur. These identities that I would chase, that you're chasing, they make you course correct and change your behaviors. And then by changing your behaviors, your life changes. So Success. I did a podcast with Austin Hancock, who's, I believe, he's a multimillionaire through real estate. I do know for a fact he's done over 100 real estate flips, and he's built 50 homes like himself in his business. And so that's pretty solid. Real estate expert. I believe multimillionaire. Don't quote me on that, but I believe. And he's a former Army Marine. So successful dude. I did a podcast with him or workout with him, and we started talking about success. He asked me that question. By the way, if you guys go to his channel, Austin Hancock, if you check him out, he's got some good content on there, and my video will be out on his page pretty soon. So make sure you check out his stuff. So he asked me, "What's success to you?" And I went inward, bro, and I said, "This is my success." I believe truly, and I had to check myself to shift from making success about things and accolades to making about achieving and chasing my potential today. Dude, I know how cheesy this sounds. Trust me, I get it. You guys that are out there that bash the personal development space, you're like, "Oh, this shit's so cheesy and stupid. It's like all motivational quotes." No, I really, truly believe this in my soul. And I hope that you guys will believe this in your soul so that you can achieve success today. I believe that success is chasing your potential. You wake up, you have a clear vision for what you could accomplish today. You have a clear vision for the character, the discipline, the habits that you could have today. And not just the actions, but the emotions, man. The emotions. Like when you want success, the way to align success is thoughts, feelings, and actions. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. This is one of the most difficult things to get in alignment, to get congruent, because we're human. You're not supposed to be perfect, but what I'm saying is we want to be in alignment with that ideal version of us, which means we have the best emotions, right? We have the best actions. We have the best thoughts. And as we fall off of those things, we get ourselves back onto track. That's the goal. So true success for myself, which I hope becomes your guys' definition, is that success is chasing my potential. Waking up every single day and chasing my potential. If I am chasing my potential, I make my wake up time hard. I make my diet difficult. I make my training challenging. I make my day structured effectively. I make my days intentional. Like it's Sunday right now, and I was on social media and I was flipping through and I saw some people that I know, and they were having mimosas at brunch, and I was like, man, you guys are still doing mimosas at brunch on Sunday? I'm like, maybe that is for some people, but like, listen, I'll tell you, my life got a lot better when I dropped the mimosas on Sunday. When I dropped the mimosas on Sunday and I focused more on learning a little bit more, studying, I had less anxiety on Monday. I had more happiness, more fulfillment, and I was actually, when I took the mimosa away on Sunday, I would chase my potential. Like today, I'm doing this video. So true success, guys, I want you to write. If you don't know what success is to you, you're going to find yourself you're going to look online on social media and you're going to see somebody's like car or somebody's house or whatever. And you're going to be like, oh, that's success. And you're going to be chasing it. It's going to make you feel empty inside. And I don't want that, because when you feel empty and you feel envy inside, you feel like you're not good enough. And the fact is that you are good enough, but you're not focused on real success. You're focused on the things. You got to focus more on making yourself successful in the day. You see what I'm saying? How can you be more successful today? How can you go after what's in your heart today? How can you go after your potential today? What can you do to challenge yourself? Now, if you guys need a place to start, you can always download, my Discipline Advantage down below. It's you just download that link and it gives you daily habits to start. So you can start working on these simple things that by doing them consistently, you'll change your identity from somebody that maybe believes that he's a quitter because he quit on himself, to somebody that sees things through, that somebody that has a consistent identity, somebody that is disciplined. So point of the video, guys, like I said at the very beginning here, is I spent a lot of time throughout my youth and coming up, that you have to really define your own game, your own definition of success, so that you can win it. Don't take somebody else's definition of success. If you like mine, use it. Make sure it sits well with you. The way to know if it's for you is, does it call you to the next level? Is it inspiring you to go out and give a better effort today? And by following it, will you actually feel better about you? Okay? So that's my challenge for you guys today, is to sit back and think about on this Sunday, what does success mean to you? For me, it's chasing my potential. waking up and chasing my potential. That's my success. Start with the daily habits, the discipline advantage if you guys need it. But I'm gonna go watch a movie with my wife. I just got back from the store. Want to shoot this video for you guys, and I hope you enjoy your Sunday. Be on the lookout for that collab workout that I did with Austin Hancock and the podcast, which will be coming out pretty soon. Conquer all.